All right. Thank you so much, and welcome to today's meeting. And we are going to look at something exciting, something new, which you and I sometimes would want to try hands on in our bid to increase the African knowledge on Wikipedia and then also digitize the Gurene language on Wikipedia. And it's a pleasure to have you all here. In the meantime, um, new ones are joining. So when you just join, we'll have time for introduction and all that. But for now, we are moving straight into our training session, and we have our co-founder, Shitobu, who will be leading us today. And whatever question that you have, whatever challenge that you might face during the process, let us know. You can edit Wikipedia, you can translate with your phone, with your laptop, with your tablet, whatever device that is digital and can connect to the internet. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gurenɛ Wikimedia Community. And here we have Shitobu, and he's ready to take us through. So Shitobu, you're welcome, and we are your audience.
All right, thank you so much. Like my boss Daniel Abugure and Jorge has mentioned, today we'll be learning about Wiki Data. Wikipedia is what we've always known and we've always added. Today we're going to be looking at Wiki Data. Wiki Data is just basically the structured form of Wikipedia. So come to think of this, you've opened Nanado's article or an article about Ghana on Wikipedia, where you have a bunch of information running into pages, 5-10 pages. Meanwhile, you just needed some important information like what is the name of the country, Ghana, a population, then the value is there. So if you need this structured set of information, then Wikimedia Foundation has got you covered. Wikidata is there to always give you these details. So to get onto Wikidata, I'm going to share my screen now. Mr. Abugre, can you enable me to make me a co-host so that I can share my screen?
All right, doing that in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, you can now.
All right, thank you. So when you open your browser, if you open a new tab like this, then you start typing Wikidata. Wikidata. I'm going to put the URL on the chat box so that you can have access to it. If you type wikidata.org, it's going to take you to the site. So you can check in the chat box for the URL. Okay, I guess it's still loading. All right. So this is the home page of Wikidata. Now, if you open Wikidata like this, if you are not logged in, you find the login button here where my mouse pointer is. But if you are logged in, and it doesn't matter you creating an account here, once you have an account for the Gurene incubator, it works on all Wikimedia Foundation. It works on Wikidata, it works on Wikimedia Commons, it works on Wikisource, any of the Wikimedia projects. That same account can be used to log in. So if you just click on log in, you are automatically going to be logged in, or sometimes they will ask you to enter your credentials if that is the first time you are visiting the site. Now, if you log in, you will find a language here set to English. You can change the language to your preferred language, French, Dagbani, Gurene, any language. The name here, DnShitobu, represents the user, the user who has been logged in. So in this case, my name DnShitobu. Just like these buttons on the Gurene incubator, this is for alerts. Maybe either another user somewhere or Wikimedia Foundation is alerting you on a particular thing. This way it will come just like our phone notifications. This one too, your notices, they both perform the same function. Your notices, your alerts, they are the same thing. We have the talk page. The talk page is where you come to discuss issues or iron out major topics, or if there is a new project they are rolling out and they need you on board, it can be kept on your talk page. The sandbox here we see is an area where you can do your rough work, where you can do works that are not open to the public. So here you can make all your mistakes and correct them and later publish it once you feel it is okay. This can be found on the English Wikipedia too. But for the incubator, we do not have the sandbox for now. But for Wikidata, it is there. Preferences. The preferences are just basic settings you do, just like our phones. You choose what you want on your phone settings. So there are a whole lot of things you can set here. We have beta features. These are features that are still under development. If you want to also enable them and test them as they go on, then you can come to this place and set some of them. Watch list. When you create an article on the incubator, you can add it to your watch list so that anytime you want to have quick access to it, you just come to watch list, then there you are. Or maybe you have created an item on Wikidata that you just want to come back to and edit further or find some more information, then you can add it to your watch list. Then we have contributions. This is where the catalog of all your contribution is found. All the basic contributions that you do daily, this way it can be found. Then we have the log out, which I will not advise you to press because once you press that, you'll be logged out. Then at the left-hand pane, we have main page. This is what we are seeing now is the main page. So currently on Wikidata, we have 97,300,000, 300,000 and 300,107 data items being created. Now you can also create an item. How do we create an item? So this is what I'll throw to the house. But before that, on Wikidata, we create what we call items, but on Wikipedia, we create what we call articles. Now on Wikidata, in creating an item, the item will always come with a QID. Every item on Wikidata is given a QID. So let's say our phone numbers. If you have MTN number, you will see that you always have a unique code at the beginning, either 024, 054, or 025. These are unique codes for MTN. So on Wikidata too, we have a unique QID. Whatever item you are creating is assigned a unique QID. So for example, I want to create an item for Mr. Abugre, could you give me a name? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes, or anybody, Tongo Shrine. Do we have Tongo Shrine? Let's check and see if we have Tongo Shrine. Before you create any item, you need to search it out first. Now, if you search it out and it's already existing, fair enough, you can maintain it. You can go further to edit. But if it is not existing, then you can now go ahead to create it. So I want us to create a Wikidata item for the current DC for Bolga. Do we have its full name?
No, but we can use the
Yes, I know the full name.
Okay.
The full name is
It's Rex Asanga.
Pardon me.
Rex Asanga.
Could you please kindly type it in the chat box for me?
All right, just a minute.
Okay, so whilst he types that for us, we come to engage one another. If so, just like our WhatsApp group platform, this where editors on Wikidata can come around to share ideas. This is project chat. Maybe you have a project idea you are working on and you want to talk about it. You can come to the project chat. We have created a new item. This is where we come to create a new item, an item that is not existent. For example, what our brother has just typed for us, Rex Asanga. Rex Asanga. Okay, so I'll just kind of copy that. Then I'll search it here. So search Wikidata. You see that no match found. So here there are two ways. You can search it. When you click on the search button here, it will start searching it. Then once it is not there, you will see create a new item. Assuming we had even Rex Asanga name mentioned in other jurisdictions that can be found on Wikidata, then we'll find them in blue links. But currently you see that we don't have it. So there were no results matching the query. You may create a new item for this. So once you click on create a new item, then boom, you can now create it. This is the interface you get when you are creating a new item. So again, instead of going through this, once you are sure that the name doesn't exist, you can also come to create a new item where my cursor is at the moment. But once we went through that process, then we can go ahead. So here you can set the language in creating the item. To set the language, the default is English. If I click on the drop down arrow here, I can choose any language I want. I can create the Gbani label for him. I can create Gurene label for him. I can create where all the 300 languages that can be found on Wikidata, I can create it for Rex Asanga. So what is his description? So here, district chief executive, district.
No, he's the municipal chief executive.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the correction.
Volga is a municipal.
Yeah, sorry for downgrading.
Municipal.
Municipal chief executive. So you can see Bolgatanga municipal. If you want to use an active voice, Bolgatanga municipal chief executive. But if we're going passive, we would have said municipal chief executive of Bolgatanga. So whichever. So here, the alias, we have alias pipe separated. So assuming Rex Asanga has a name that is so known to everyone, perhaps it's not called by Rex Asanga, by his colleagues, by his peers, or he has other titles that or accolades that describe him. This is where we need to put it there. For example, maybe he's a professor. You need to put the prof here. But when it comes to the label, you don't add titles to labels. So even the president of the republic, it will just be Nana Danko Akufo-Addo because the Nana is part of its name. But if Nana, the word or the name Nana was a title, as it is used in Ashanti Kingdom, then we would have taken off the Nana and just bring Akufo-Addo. Mr. But maybe he's known by another name, then we can enter here. If that is not there, we can just hit on create. Then we create an item for Rex Asanga. So I was saying every item on Wikidata has got a QID. You see that has been granted, it has been given a QID here. So this is now the QID for Rex Asanga Q111464250. Now, if you open Wiki Data now, if you just copy this QID and search on Wiki Data, created on Wiki Data has got a unique QID. Even on Google, if you know the QID, see, I have not even pressed on the search button, and Google has already recognized that it is Rex Asanga I am looking for. So the QIDs are just unique numbers or unique codes that are assigned items. So label for Rex Asanga, I can add and description to, I can add the Gbani, I need to add this because that is our language and that is what we are looking for. So here I'm adding Rex Asanga label for in Gurene. So it will still be the same thing because in Gurene we'll still call him Rex Asanga. But let's say a country like Ghana, Hana, right? Am I right?
You mean the Tanga, right? We'll do it. Ta asanga.
The sound.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it will be as right?
Yes.
Tanga.
As right?
Yes.
This way.
Yes.
Yes.
As it appears. Good. So what will be the description? Bolgatanga MC, right?
Yes.
How would we describe him in?
Or Bolga Solum MC or Bolga.
Bolga.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Solum Bloom. Solum.
Solum.
Yes.
SOLUM, right?
Yes, something like that. I think you can improve it later. Yes.
So Bolga Solum MC, right? Okay. So once you do that, you see the publish. So on your screen, you might see publish, but mine is just correct here. Then this is cancel. If I hit on publish, then it will be published. Now we need to add what we call statements. Every Wikidata item have got some unique set of statements. So if it is a human being, we have got some unique set of statements. And one of the ways you can always get this is, let's say you are creating an item for a human being. You can just open one of the popular people in Ghana, for example, the MPs or the Speaker of Parliament. He will certainly have his Wikidata item so that you mimic the statement that can be found for the Speaker of Parliament for that person, those ones that are applicable. So here, the first statement we usually advise we add is, if you hit on the add statement, is instance of. Now, instance of, what are we creating? Is the person a human being? Is the person a community or a human settlement, a village, a family name, a movie, an artifact, a book? What is the person? Here, the person is what? A human being, right? So we choose human.
Yeah. The power out and on.
So if you hit on publish, so in your case, you find publish here. This pencil will still remain, but in my case, I have the plus and the times there, the correct and the times there. So his meaning, Rex Asanga is a human being. We can add more information. So you click on add statement again, gender. Is Rex Asanga a man or a woman? And in Wikipedia, we don't discriminate. So if the person is even a transgender, a whatever, you need to add that, or you can choose that intersex. Or So I think he's a male, right?
Yes.
So when you type that, you need to make sure you select it from this. If not, it will not be approved. So if I click on male, then I hit on plus, I have published. So you see, from the start of my demonstration up to this point, every publish I do adds up to my edit count. And that is so much important in Wikimedia Foundation, because your activeness is measured by the number of edit counts that you have. So I'll add more statement again. Here, occupation. What is his occupation? He's a politician, obviously, right? For me, I get these pop up because I've created a lot of things related to politicians. So if you know he's a politician, you just start typing politician, or if it's whatever you think he is, you start typing it. You get something that is similar, then you select it. So here, politician, I'll type politician, then publish. Hello?
Yes, we are here.
Yes, apart from politics, does he do anything?
Yeah, I
so,
think
Daniel.
he's an agric officer. So his background is in the agric sector.
Okay, so we can add, if you click on the plus here, add value, then we can add that he's an agric officer or an agriculturist. So if I start typing, so me he's a farmer, right? I think this describes him more. Person who works in agriculture. I think this describes him well. So you select we've indicated that he's a politician and he's a farmer too. We can add another statement. Let's choose country of citizenship. I guess it's a Ghanaian by default. So you start typing Ghana. Ghana. So you choose Ghana, the sovereign state in West Africa, the first resource there. This is what would define him as a citizen of Ghana. Do we know his place of birth, please?
Yes, it's Sombrongo, Bolga.
Or he was born in Bolga?
Yes, his village is Sombrongo.
Okay, so we click on add statement, then we choose place of birth. Place of birth is Sombrungu. Sombrungu might not be there, but we can create, someone can use the steps we are using now to create Sombrungu. Sombrungu. Sombru. I think it's not there. So let's use Bolga. Once Sombrungu is found in Bolga, his place of birth is Bolgatanga. So Bolgatanga, capital of Upper East Region. So we also have Bolgatanga Municipal District. This is not what we are using. This one too is not what we are using because this is constituency. This is district, Bolgatanga is district. We are looking for Bolgatanga, the community itself. So once you do that, if the publish button becomes active for you, you hit on publish. You see that there's a red flag here. There are some suggestions. You can add someone's place of birth with an adding reference, but we'll get to look at that for now. For now, we can forget of the flag. Then hit on add statement again. Assuming, God forbid, if he was dead, we could add the date of death. Meaning, the date he died. And if we know his date of birth, do we have the date of birth, please?
Oh, I'm not aware of that.
Okay, so we add what we know. Languages spoken or written or signed. At least for now, we know that he can speak Farfar, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Farfare, language in West Africa. Farfare people. This is defining the ethnic group, but we are looking for the language. So you don't have to choose this. You have to choose this one. So we choose this, then we publish. And here you find add value on your screen, but mine, I have the plus here. If I put it on it, you see add a new value. We know that he can also speak and write or sign in English language, which is his L2. English, West Germanic language originating from England. This is what we are looking for. Then you select it, then you hit on publish. Okay. Do we know of any language he speaks again or he can write again?
I think English.
Yes, we've added the English. We've added the English. Okay, so let's add more statements. Do we know his family name?
Avalo, it seems you know him more than us, so you have to come in here.
Please, what's the question?
His family name, like not necessarily the name of the family he comes from, but you know, some of us have got family names. Let's say Anyorgia.
Okay.
Anyorgia seems to be a family name. Anybody with the Anyorgia attached, you know, he's from so and so family.
Okay. So
maybe the Asanga is a family name.
Yes, but I'm not certain unless I ask someone. So if you
Okay,
can continue, then I'll.
Okay, let's forget of that one. You yourself, you can come later and add it here.
Add it, yeah.
So let's look.
Someone who is part of the meeting, so that some of these informations can be readily available.
Pardon me?
I said, why is it that we're not using someone who is part of the meeting so that we can easily access the information you need?
Someone who is part of the meeting.
Right now, someone who is partaking in the meeting now. So
that creating an item for him.
I mean, you are trying to explain. I didn't.
If I can come in, I think the question she's trying to find out. You know, this is a training program. So later on, anybody at all can add it. It's just a training program. So if you understand, we are just learning how to do certain things so that later on we'll put the right information there. You get me now?
Yes,
no, we are just creating an item now. I get you right, but in Wikimedia, those of us who joined the first call some time back, we mentioned that before you create an item for someone, the person has to be notable enough. I'm not saying we all those who are on the call now are not notable.
So if I understand, if that is a factor for someone to be chosen, then I understand. I didn't have that information. So I was just wondering why we are using someone
who is not here,
partaking in the meeting, and then we are trying hard to get information about him, which is not available. But if that's the case, I understand.
Let's say if you create an item for me now, and I do not have any media coverage, it will be difficult to reference me. So with time, that item will be deleted because someone could just be creating stuffs on Wiki Data. But let's say creating an item on the Queen Mothers, on the kings in Bolga and Upper East region, on musicians, on footballers, notable teachers. It's not just every teacher. Let's say headmasters, people who have got this media coverage or who have gotten some level of how do we call it? Some level of popularity.
Recognition.
Yes, has public recognition. So those are the people we need to be creating items for. It's not only human beings we should create items for, but we are just starting with this because this is our first time talking about Wikidata.
Okay,
After this,
okay.
we'll create an item for school, an item for a place or a community.
Okay.
Majority of the communities in Bolga are not on Wikidata, and they need to be there.
Sure.
So yes, I think I've explained it right to you.
No.
Thank you so much. So let's
Thank
move
you.
on. Given name. What is his personal name? Like his first name? I think the Rex is his name. The Asanga is his father's name, I suppose.
Yes.
Good. So here we can write Rex. So Rex, a male given name. Assuming we have written Rex here and it doesn't appear, it means you have to open Wikidata somewhere, maybe on a new tab, then create the name Rex as a male given name before you can use it here. So you can just leave whatever you have created up to this point here. Then go ahead to create an item for Rex. And under instance of, you would have chosen male given name instead of human as we choose. We will demonstrate that for you all to see. So I'll choose this, then I hit on publish. In fact, we can add as many information as possible. Educated at, if we know the school he educated, the schools he attended, the year he attended them, the courses he did, the degree or the certificate he got, if a research work or a thesis statement was involved, his thesis, the title, we can add as much information as possible. If the person is no longer alive, we can even add the date of death, the place of death. We can add number of children or his couple, if he's married. What is the name of the wife? We can add that. This is just a structured information. So if we have this, someone can just capitalize on what we have created now to create an article for him on our incubator. So I expect that maybe after this call, one of us will just volunteer and create an item, an article on the incubator for Rex Asanga. So for now, you know that Rex Asanga is the Rex Asanga de la Bolga. I better go help me with the language now. My vocabs has finished. Hello.
Hi, let Abu Bakr help you.
Yes, I'll gladly accept that. So you know that he's a politician. So in your writing, you can indicate that he's a farmer and a politician. He's a Ghanaian. He was born at Bolgatanga. He speaks. So if you write this in a sentence form in Gurene, you are coming out with an article. This is now like a prosaic form. Like we write prose. Wikipedia is like a prose, and Wikidata is just like poetry, structured information. So let's leave this one here and create another item. Any question, please?
Okay, so I have a question.
All right, please go ahead.
Well, the place of birth.
Yes.
Initially, you were trying to enter Sombrongo, that's his original place of birth. But you said it wasn't part of the options given, so you decided to choose Bolga.
We need to create an item for Sombrongo before we can now come and use it here. So that leads us to our next topic.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
I'll just wait until we treat that one.
All right, thank you for asking that. Any other question, please? I guess we can move on.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. So to create an item for a community, let's say Sombrongo, to search it to be sure that it's actually not existing. Kindly spell for me Sombrungu. S-O-B. Anybody doing that?
Sombrungu, S-U-M.
Okay, S-U-M.
Yes, B-R-U.
B-R-U.
Yeah. So Sombrungu Kilbia. The word we see at the Sombrungu Kilbia.
Yeah, the
Is that
first
right?
one.
Yeah, the Sombrungu, that's the spelling.
Oh, that is it.
No, that's it. Like the spelling for the Sombrungu.
But the Sombrungu Kilbia is different.
Yes, it's different. It's a place.
It's also different from the Sombrungu logo, right?
So these are places in Sombrungu.
Yes. So we have
Sombrungu
some
Township.
yes,
Yes.
different.
No, I think it's the first one. Because it's a human
Okay.
settlement in Ghana.
But no, I'm
So
talking
sure
about Kilbia because the Kilbia will be a community under Sombrungu. So we can have it as Sombrungu as a name like Bolga. We know we have Bolga, we have Tundon Sobrungu, we have Tundon Molo, we have
Dorungu.
We have Yikene too. I know Yikene.
So we can have Sombrungu as Sombrungu one as a single Sombrungu.
Okay.
You mean without adding the area in
Kilbia.
Sombrungu, right? Okay. For the meantime, all right.
Monica, please,
Okay.
I hope you understand.
Let's open to
Yes,
see
I do.
what was written for Sombrungu Kilbia. That is not so descriptive enough because that keeps us wondering which Sombrungu they are talking about. But assuming they had mentioned that a human settlement in Sombrungu, Bolgatanga, Upper East region. This is more descriptive. We know that, okay, we have Sombrungu Kilbia that is found in Sombrungu, and it's also found in Upper East region, and Upper East region is found in Ghana. So when we are adding our descriptions, it's very nice. So here we can edit it. Do we know of any Sombrungu Kilbia anywhere around the Upper East zone? Is there a community like that?
Yes, there is.
Okay. So I think if it is there, then let's leave it. We don't have to touch this. But let me just copy the Sombrungu so that we go ahead to create this. To create an item, like I said, you search it here. If you search it here, so here you see that we have Sombrungu cow logo and Sombrungu Kilbia. Each one of them has got unique QIDs. So this QIDs is what defines them. Sombrungu cow logo has got 4 statements, 0 links, 0 side links, meaning it has not been linked to any other page. Sombrungu Kilbia has also got 4 statements, 0 links. It has not been linked anywhere. So if we want to create a unique item for Sombrungu, we just come to create an item here. Then here we enter Sombrungu. Then under description, how do we describe it? Human settlement. In where? Hello?
Yes, we are here. We are here with you. A human settlement.
Yes. How do I describe it?
In Bolgatanga Upper East region.
Okay, in Bolgatanga.
Bolga, yeah.
Tanga. Yes.
Maybe comma, then Upper East. Upper East region.
Yes, Upper East region, comma Ghana. All right. So Elias, the Sombrungu Sombrungu. Sombrungu. Is there any other way you think someone could spell this?
Oh, just the G, the after the G, you know, some use O, some use U.
Okay, so it's good you make this, you make provision for these inflections so that nobody comes later to create a duplicate of this. Though when we have duplicates on Wikidata, a user like you and I can spot them and merge them to show that these are the same items. So I'm just adding this as an alias. So if someone comes later to search for Sombrungu in the form in which I have written it here, the person will still be taken to Sombrungu with the O. So we'll go ahead and create.
Okay, and I wanted to add that can we just change the G to the nga sound, like the vulgar one, the nga sound already?
No, please. You can only do that for the languages.
Okay.
If you check on the WhatsApp platform, I have posted something there. Where did I post it? Have you seen it? We call it the Bible. The Bible gives you the list of languages. The list of languages you speak or you know. So if you see English, I have 5, meaning I have professional control over the language. So the lesser the number, the, how do we call it? The chances that you don't know the language so much. So you see that Farfare, I have Gurene, I've kept 3 there because my Gurene is not that strong, you know. So here we can, so if you open yours, you only see English there. For you to add what I have just posted on the group chat, before we come back to Sombrungu to edit this, you need to open your user account, your username. So
Okay.
you see that we have DnShitobu here. Now, if you click on your name might be read because you have not written anything. You've not created your name yet. Now, if it is typed in, then you just paste what I have posted on the group chat. So you hit on edit or edit source. You hit on edit source. If you hit on edit source, then you post what I have just kept on the platform. This is what is going to appear. You see that I have just highlighted it. This is what will appear if you post this. Then once you finish, then you hit on publish. This is what you are going to see. So the 5 here means this user has professional knowledge of English. If it is N, so all of you can change yours to N. The 3 here, you can change it to N because you are native speakers. So a native speaker and someone with a number cannot be the same. For example, here, Hausa, this user has intermediate knowledge of Hausa. It means my knowledge in Hausa is just something very small. If you insult me, I will understand. That is what I only know in Hausa, but I can't speak Hausa in those stuff. So these are the languages I can manage with, but I necessarily do not speak those languages. But maybe 1 or 2 words I can say in them. Based on that, you can assign yourself the number. So in your case, kindly change the 3. You see GNUR-3, change it to N, capital N, to show you are native speakers of Gurene language. So in that case, if I create an item and there's a debate about that, it is the native speakers who would come to rescue me. Because they have N attached to their names. So let's go back to our Sombrungu. Okay, so here I will hit on the edit, which is the pencil-like button. Then Sombrungu. In the Gurene we call it Sombrungu because it's a proper noun. Once it's a proper noun, it doesn't change. So let me write this in the Gurene Daniela. B. Bolaga. Tang banyak. Tang bang. Tang bang. So then I need to create the label for farfare too. So sumrongo, this is where we have to now add a nga. Sumbrong instead of gu, then we'll make it nga, right? Like this. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. So what will be the label? Like the description in Gurene?
So what would they
Like a community in Bolgatanga, Upper East Region, Ghana.
Wow.
Translate this for me in Gurene. A community
Are they
in Bolgatanga.
Soulumbo Bolgatanga? Are they Bolgatanga Soulum Umbo Upper East? I don't know. I'm trying to rewrite that.
Bolga.
But these are the keywords that are mostly going to appear. Let me write that in the chat for you.
Okay, Bolgatanga, Solum. Okay. Yeah, still typing, eh?
Yes, yes. I'm just typing that in the chat box.
Okay. So whilst we wait on
Okay,
okay,
I've sent in the chat box. What you can do is that you can rewrite. We will use this for now. So Adela Balatanga Soulumbo Upper East.
okay.
Upper East Tenga. Or
So I'll
Adela
just,
Tingambo.
we can come back later to edit this.
Yeah, we can come back to change that. Adela Tinga Ayela Umbo Balatanga Soulum. So I'm just sending the correction, the new one. So I said Adela Tinga Ayemambo Balatanga Soulum Upper East Region Tinga. So you can use that one. The new one has been sent to the chat box.
Oh, okay, okay. So I'll just copy this and come and paste here. All right, then I hit on publish. So once I publish this, then I can now start adding statements. So if you click on add statements at the bottom, here it is what? A human settlement, a community. If it was a human being, would have start typing human being. But now that it's a human settlement, you need to type human settlement and click on it, human settlement. We can even add a value village. If it's a village, if it's a big city, we can add all those values and the instance of, so that when someone comes on Wikidata and he's running a query for village, a query to find human settlements in in Ghana or in Bolgatanga, Sombrongo will be part. So here for now, let's choose human settlement. Then we hit on publish. Then we add another statement. Sombrongo is found in which country? So we add country. It is found in Ghana. So Bolgatanga. Bolgatanga has a very beautiful item. Or you search for tamale, it has a very beautiful item. Then you mimic the statements that are found on the Bolgatanga or on the tamale item for the community you are now coming to create. So I'll just hit publish. Oops, my network is fucking up. Okay. So here, let's add the time zone or located in administrative territorial entity. District is it found? In which constituency can we find Sombrungu?
Bolga Central.
Found.
Bolga Central.
Bolga Central.
Yes.
So Bolga, no constituency, so district.
The district is Bolga Municipal.
Bolga Municipal.
Municipal Assembly, yes.
Yeah, so this one, Bolga Municipal District. Then I hit on this, then I publish. Then I can click on add statement. Then located in time zone. You know, we have different time zones. People in Nigeria are ahead of Ghana by 1 hour. Is Sombrungu also the time zone?
No, it's the same thing.
So just type here, Greenwich. Greenwich Meridian. This one. Meaning it also uses the +00 time zone. So 2 o'clock in Accra is 2 o'clock in Sombrongo. So we can add another statement. If we know the elevation above sea level, then we can put it there. What is like the Sombrongo you mentioned, we can add a statement called Gimononym, this one. Proper noun for people or things associated with a given name. So the people of Bolga call Sombrongo what? Sombrongo. This word. So here we are. Fra in brackets Gurene. Then I hit on publish. Then we can add population, assuming we know the population of the place. Then we add the population. If we know the coordinate location, like that is the geo coordinates of Sombrongo. If we know the total land mass occupied by Sombrongo Township, we can add that. So we can add so much information to an item to enrich it so that anybody searching it anywhere would find all necessary information that the person needs. Question about Rex Asanga place of birth. Rex Asanga. Hello?
Yes, we're here.
Yes, so we can come back to Rex Asanga's item. then you hit on the edit. Oh, I think we need to solve this problem. Sanyorga.
Yes, please come again. I couldn't hear you quite clear.
Yes, I said African problems needs to be solved the African way. The network is not stable. Is there any African solution?
Oh, okay.
Some kind of magic we can use to whip up the speed? Let me, good. Once you hit on the button, so you can delete it. If you click on this, then it is gone. To delete. So once you type that, it should pop up for you to select it. If not, if you just leave it here and you come here, the publish button will not be active. As you can see here, currently the publish button is not active. So it's just my network that is not allowing it to show up in the pop-up. Okay, while the network load, I'll be taking up questions. If you have any question, you can ask whilst I switch my network. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you say we can ask questions?
Then are we together?
Yes, we are. Maybe we can. So what we can do is that I think this looks very interesting, easy to do. And thank you so much, Shitobu. So the network is messing up with Shitobu. It has even logged him out, and it's really great learning how to add information on Wikipedia. So Wikipedia is very huge, and it has sister projects. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Just share them in the chat box. And you can also unmute and speak, whichever way that works for you. Thank you so much for the input from Mabia Balon, the questions from Felicia Amorama, brilliant. Monica Aposayene, that's super. Ruth Abopoka for contribution in Soma. Thank you so much. We appreciate them. So if you have questions, let's discuss them. So we resolve them and look out for the next activity. It's exciting. Look, it's exciting. Doing this means that we are adding information. And you realize that, Monica, you mentioned one point that, or just Felicia, you said we don't know much about the person, and there's some information that are missing. So, like, let's use someone that we know. That is fine. That also raises the issue about how much information is available to us for us to edit Wikipedia, to edit on Wiki Data, to edit on Wiki Commons, and do a lot of things that we want to do. So here in the case, you are not wrong. And I'm sure that this MCE, for instance, might not have made this information available to us. So we might not even know his date of birth. We will not even know the languages, how many languages we can speak until we speak with him directly. That is when you can know, okay, he even speaks French and even speaks Hausa.
Yeah.
So that means we need a reference point, and these people need to avail themselves for interviews.
Okay.
That is why the Gurenɛ Wikimedia Community is here. We are here to digitize our language, to digitize our people, and to archive every aspect of our culture. So it's a pleasure to be here. So just as you're identifying these challenges, don't hesitate to reach out to me, Abora Nyorgia, and say that, okay, Manti Heti, project, Dola, the MCs, inshallah, Gurenɛ Wikimedia Community. We can get interview by Zarawabe, by Yala, the keeping YouTube, the keeping Facebook, they to go publishing board, media houses like one. Wala zula, bandula wala dula ingat na gula ba articles lambo Gurenɛ Wikimedia Community, Gurenɛ incubator la Wikipedia, Wikipedia nunga, la Wiki Data, la Wiki Commons. So when you challenge like that, projects no na iti lead project and we are ever ready to support. We are ever ready to give you whatever tools and whatever materials we need to push the digitization of our language, of what we are, of our people, and the things that we are made of. So while Shitobu is yet to join us, he's been locked out by the what do you call it, internet. We'll just take some short musical interlude, and we should be done by then. We'll just take some short musical interlude. And
Okay, so a quick one before we go for the music, please,
okay.
if I'm permitted.
Yes, you are.
I enjoyed the music at the beginning. It was so interesting. Ghanaian politicians are anyway. My apologies for dropping off. My network was just shit.
Okay, it's great to have you back. We are going to take some musical interlude whilst you come back and whilst people are prepping up for it. The question, maybe Avalon, you're going to say something.
Yes, I think, I don't know whether it's about my network, but I think there are some people I didn't hear from them when we're doing the introduction. So I don't know if I'm permitted to mention their name. So if they can introduce themselves so that I'll get to know them too.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, then
Yeah,
that's fine.
So the first one is Monica Posine, second Mary Soma, and then Felicia Murama. I think I didn't get to hear from them from the introduction, from the time we were doing the introduction.
Oh, brilliant. So, Monica, Aposina.
Yeah.
Andy, Ondela.
Now you're about to you.
Yes, that is your name. But who are you is what I'm interested in, not the name. That's for the name. That's what.
Okay, so I wasn't I didn't join the meeting earlier, so I don't know what the introduction was all about. So maybe you can guide me. Yeah, but yeah, bang lady. Who Ima?
Oh, your name, your name, where you come from, and what you do. Basically these three things. Where you come from, what you do, yes.
So the name is no longer something I should mention because it's there, Monica Posene. Yeah, let Doru.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, me Doru.
Man tabu you wala deman kati man kan shol man pabila.
Honan kata pa Doru.
Aye.
Dorungu nickname de Latin Sunga. So any the day we are going to edit Dorungu, we will hear one day. Dorungu Tinsunga. So so that is it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so can we wrap up? I think we've spent an hour and 20 minutes. maybe if we could use 10 minutes to take some questions and 5 minutes to socialize. Who knows?
Yes.
Someone might meet his soulmate here. Yes, and they can edit it.
Soulmate color, Abba.
That was just on the lighter note. Okay, so any question on what we've done?
Abalu. Oh, yeah, soulmate. So in
that comparable the for Sarah Bona. So it's possible. Everything is possible.
For ready, no?
Some people thought this world is final, and whatever they possess is final. So they don't want to die because they are enjoying, including the wicked men. Tell them, I know one die, I know one die, I know one die, I go die. I know one die, I know one die, I know one die, I go die. I know one die, the wicked thing they no go die, but they go die. Hey, tell them. I am a wicked man, so I know one die, what's your same? I don't kill people, so I know one die, what's your same? Gaddafi say no one die, but he die. Osama say no one die, but he die. Idi Amin say no one die, but he die. Saddam Hussein say no one die, but he die.
All right. Can we start so that we just finish up?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much for the inspiring music. I know one die, but I will die. Oh God.
As we are here, we have to do our best before we go, please.
Seriously,
Thank you
seriously.
so much.
We only have one life to live on earth. Before you know, you are long gone. We are going to be peaceful and merciful. Okay, so all too soon we've learned two things. That and with these two things we've learned, if we practice that, Gurene Wikipedia or Gurene surveillance on Wikipedia or Wikimedia projects is not going to be the same, because the more we create Wikidata items, especially Gurene labels for all the things we create, the more visible we become on Wikimedia platform. So the Bible I shared on the platform, please kindly copy that. Just type what I shared on the group chat, the chat, wikidata.org. Once you open this, then you see login. Once you click on login, you enter your incubator username, then the password you are using there. And if you are lucky, you just be automatically logged in. Then you scroll to the bottom and choose desktop if you are using the phone, so that you see the desktop mode of, that's the desktop mode of the website. Then at the top right corner, you find login. Then you log in. Then you now start creating. Even you can start editing items by adding. Please kindly make me a co-host again, Mr. Daniel. You can start adding Gurene labels for already existing items. That's what I'll just demonstrate lastly. Then we move on. If you have any question, our DMs are, our personal chats are always open. Even the group platform is open for everyone to pour out his heart. You can send your comments, your grievances, your challenges on the platform. Then it will be addressed immediately. And one interesting information is that we'll be doing an in-person version of this. God's willing, next week or next 2 weeks. Those in the southern sector, you would have one in Accra, then one in Cape Coast at the university campus. And those of us who are based in Bolga are also be coming there. Those of you at the southern part, Mr. Daniel Abugre will be handling you there. Then those of us in Bolga, we plan of creating hubs at the various colleges in the Upper East region, so that we can always meet there and also get some of the students from those institutions to join us. So we'll be having a live or physical workshop of this. But in the meantime, let's demonstrate how to. Mr. Abugre, please kindly make me a co-host. In the meantime, let us demonstrate how to add Gurene labels for already existing items.
Thank you so much, Shitobu. I really appreciate your motivation and your strength that is keeping us this way. The interesting fact I always say about Shitobu is that Shitobu doesn't speak Gurene. Shitobu is a brother and Dagbani, I speak Dagbani, and he's a co-founder of the Gurenɛ Wikimedia Community. So if you have someone, our brother from Tamale, coming to all the way to Upper East to help us archive Gurene, that means a lot to us, and we need to also push in and make sure we are coming together as a collective to have an impactful outcome. So yes, that is it. So that's why sometimes the moderation is in English and it's in Gurene, because If I speak Gurene, purely Gurene or Boni, I speak Boni. So either Gurene or Boni, Shitobu won't be able to grasp what we are saying. So I have to mix it, and so we are all on the same page. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and I appreciate each and every one that made it to this meeting. Have a great evening. If you have any concerns, they are on the page. This video will be available on YouTube, Gurenɛ Wikimedia Community on YouTube, and whatever things that you have, you also make it. So Shitobu will be doing the last thing, and that will come at whatever we have. So Shitobu, yes, you're co-host now.
Yes, I'm just going to show you how to add Gurene labels to already existing items. So if you already have, how do we call it? For example, I don't know if we have added the text I shared on the platform on our user account, your user page. So if you have added that, then you search, let's say, Nanado, Dankwa, President of the Republic of Ghana. Okay, so if you open this article, this item, you see that we have English label for Nanado. We don't have account label for Nanado. We don't have Arabic label for Nanado. We have Dagbani label for Nanado and Dagbani description. We have French label for Nanado and the description, but we don't have Farfari or Gurene label for Nanado. So if you have added the bubble to your user account here by clicking here, creating it and pasting what I just shared on the platform, then yours is just to come here, hit on this edit, then you scroll down under Farfari, then you just copy and paste Nanado Dankwa's name. Usually names are supposed to be maintained the way they are because names are proper nouns, and proper nouns maintain their form even in the middle of the sentence. So President of Ghana, how do we say that in Gurene? President of Ghana.
Hey, Ghana, Zudana.
Ghana. So Ghana, Zudana.
Zudana.
Ghana, Zudana. What do you see on your screen? Is that correct? Ghana,
Between the
Zudana.
zoo, between the zoo and the Dana, there should be a space.
Oh, okay, Ghana, Zudana.
And then there's that what UO.
UO.
Zoo, Dana, zoo.
Then once I do this, I'll click on publish here. Then if you now also open Wiki Data on your phone or on your computer or on your laptop, then you search for Nanado, you see that Nanado will have the Farfari label. But if you have not added the bubble I shared on your platform, you will not be able to see. You only see the English label. But we are just trying to make Gurene language more visible. So let's search for another one. So once you do this, we are done. Because here, Nanado's item, all the necessary statements that need to be added has been added. So yours is just to add only the Gurene label, then you are done like that. Then you move to another item. Let's say Kufuor. I'm just using, let me search for Atamils so that I will not be politically biased. Atamils.
Maybe you have to start from John Evans at Tamil so that it will be easy.
Even searching ATA, one name alone can give me, I can now read from the resource and choose the one that best described. So we have so many ATA. Okay, I'm just doing this so that we'll learn how to search. Sometimes you might not know the full name of the person. Let's say the DC for Bolaga. Maybe if you knew his name to only be Rex, you can start searching about Rex, and as the names pop up, then you look for the one that best defines what you are looking for. But for the sake of time here, I think I will just have to change my search mode. John Evans. Okay. John Evans ATA Mills. So the ATA I have searched here, it would have shown me the results up to that name, but that will waste a lot of time. So here too, if you look at this, we don't have Gurene label for ATA. We don't have Gurene label for ATA Mills. So we can add that. You just hit on edit at the top here. On your screen, you will see edit. But for me, I have changed mine to pencil. So here we just maintain the name, John Mills, John Evans Mills. Then we paste. Then description, Ghana. So you see here, I'm not spelling the Ghana the way we spell Ghana because in Gurene that we don't spell Ghana with the GH. So, but you can. There's no problem if you change this to just the normal Ghana we all know. So Ghana, Zoo, Dana. How do we say a former president or an old president?
You add Ghana, Zudana, Kura.
Zudana Kura.
Kura, like KU.
Okay.
But the Ghana Zudana too, you can add Ghana Tinga before you add the Zudana.
Ghana Tinga.
Before the Zudana, so that it will be more meaningful.
Okay. Ghana Tinga Zudana Kuru.
Yes,
Kura.
yeah.
Okay. So in the one who say Kuru, then you say Kura, is the same thing. Ghana Tangban Zolan Kuru in Gurene, Ghana Tanga Zudana Kura. Okay, so we've now added the label for the Gurene label for ATA Mills. So I'm going to create a dashboard that is going to monitor all our activities, those of us who have joined. That's why I said we should write our names. Madam Awimbotima, are you there? So please kindly, after this call, kindly message Madam Awimbotima your username and your phone number so that we'll add that to our data of today's attendees. I think I am done here. If we have any question, we can bring that forth so that we redress that before we close.
Okay. I believe there are no questions. Thank you so much. And I bring this meeting to a close. Is there any question?
Is there any question?
Okay. Thank you so much. And it's a great pleasure to have you all here for our meeting today. And if you have questions, whatever challenge you have, kindly reach out. Don't hesitate to reach out to any of the admins on the Gurenɛ Wikimedia Community WhatsApp page. we are ready to assist and to provide technical assistance in whatever form it might be. Thank you so much and have a pleasant evening and a great evening. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much and have a good evening. So,